Conscientious Stewardship of Our Biosphere. One Community Weekly Progress Update, number 658.
One Community is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. We are creating open source and free shared blueprints and resources, tools and tutorials, and do-it-yourself instructions for highest good living. Creating solution models that create additional solution creating models in the service of all life on this planet. This includes highest good approaches to food, energy, housing, education, for-profit and non-profit business creation, society, and true earth stewardship.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of One Community's Weekly Progress Update. This is our October 27th, 2025 edition, and my name is Jay. Today's topic is conscious stewardship of our biosphere. And why is the topic conscious stewardship of our biosphere? Well, I think the best quote is because there is no planet B. There is no planet B. The one thing that humanity unquestionably shares is our biosphere. And if you're paying attention, we're kind of doing a crappy job of taking care of it. And so One Community thinks it's time to create solutions that cover the complete human experience from a perspective of how do we consciously steward this biosphere? How do we live and create in a way that is for the highest good of all people and life on this planet by taking care of this planet as a high priority? But how do we do that in a way that is individually beneficial? Like the idea of save the planet, save the whales, save the trees, like all that stuff sounds like really great, but how do we do that in a way that has immediate individual benefits? And so One Community has answered that question. And the way that we've answered that question is by breaking the complete human experience down into the physical foundations and the emotional foundations, and by doing hundreds of thousands of hours of research into looking at what is the best way to approach each one of these, the physical foundations, the emotional foundations, the physical foundations being, of course, food, energy, and housing, and the emotional foundations being what we like to call highest good approaches to fulfilled living, education, economics, and stewardship. And so we've done hundreds of thousands of hours of research looking at if our idea is conscious stewardship of our biosphere and creating a world that works for everybody, how do we start by creating communities that radically meet the needs of everybody living within them in a way that most people will consider to be objectively better than the way they're living right now? And how do we make that easy enough, affordable enough, and attractive enough so that the idea will spread on its own and become the new paradigm of living? And so our answer to that, how do you make it easy enough, affordable enough, and attractive enough, is you say, okay, well, what is the best way to do these things to benefit individuals? And then how do we create communities of individuals that are motivated by that will learn how to do that and learn how to teach others how to do that? And how do we open source and free share that so that we can create a global cooperative, a global collaborative of communities working on these solutions and open sourcing and free sharing them to create more and more and more and more solutions to make it even easier and even more affordable and to demonstrate as even more attractive, to constantly evolve this as the foundational idea of how we live as a species is for the highest good of ourselves in a way that is also in the highest good of everyone else, because that truly is the best thing for us. Like, how do we embody the golden rule? Do unto others as we'd have others do unto us. How do we do that? And our answer to that question is well, first and foremost, you need to address the foundations of scarcity that make it so that people can't do that. Like, let's meet the food, energy, and housing needs for people so that they have the time and the resources to be able to fully also focus on the emotional needs, the fulfilled living practices, the highest good approaches to education and revolutionary education models, and giving their kids and themselves the best education possible. How do we create economic models that are based on collaboration instead of competition, that are based on contributionism instead of capitalism, because it's better for everybody involved in those and better for the planet. Our biosphere supports our local communities, our national communities, and our global communities. How do we do that? And then, how do we create stewardship models that teach people how to maintain all that. How do we build software for managing all that is open source and free shared so that other people can use that software and participate as well? How do we do all that? One Community has answered that. And so we've brought together over 2,000 volunteers now, doing hundreds of thousands of hours of research, hundreds of hours of research by engineers just to answer the question, what is the most sustainable flooring? What is the most sustainable insulation? What is the most sustainable faucet? And who's the most sustainable companies building these faucets? And how do we objectively evaluate those companies to identify that they are the most sustainable, so that if they stop being sustainable, we can chart that and downgrade them? Or if some new company or some existing company becomes more sustainable, how do we evaluate that? And then how do we evaluate all their individual products to identify the best product as well? And how do we do that for everything that we use on a daily basis? So not just faucets, which yes we've done, toilets, yes we've done, urinals, yes we've done, hand dryers, paints, primers, adhesives, shower heads, all these things. And how do we do that for all aspects of our life? And how do we create an environment that will just continuously do that and be able to run on volunteers constantly answering these questions without any outside influence, and maintaining the consciousness and the idea that we can do this for the highest good of all people all life on this planet? Because conscious stewardship of our biosphere benefits first and foremost us. We benefit from this. It's a good idea for us to take care of planet Earth. And so if we can create an environment that does that in a way that is objectively better than the way that we've been living before, and invite other people to participate and create it in such a way that's designed to teach other people how to do this as well, well, damn, that seems like a pretty darn good idea. So we're doing that. That's what we're doing. And we're an all-volunteer organization. We're a nonprofit organization. We're a non-governmental organization. We've been doing this now for 15 years. We're getting darn close to being ready to start construction and to supercharge, put this whole process on steroids and take it to the next level by bringing our global team together on a property so that we can work and interact with each other more efficiently and more effectively, and put even more time and energy into this process and start testing all these different things. Building One Community as the prototype and adding in all the details that our design process can't add in until we finished it. And so for us to do that, we need your help. How do we need your help? Not going to ask for money. We need your help sharing what it is that we're doing. Help us get the word out there. Help us spread these ideas. Help us by participating if you'd like to help. So our helping page is designed with lots of different ways to help. Yes, donation is one of them, because we are all unpaid volunteers, including myself. Been doing this full time for 15 years without pay. I've actually been putting money into this organization because I believe in this, because it's my mission, it's my legacy. It's what I am here to do. Creating a world that works for everyone and finally achieving a sustainable civilization with a model like ours is possible within one generation, within my lifetime. So half a generation. And that's what we're here to do. We're here to achieve that. And so our helping page is designed so that you can participate in whatever way works best for you. You can subscribe if you'd like to get involved and just have a weekly dose of positivity added to your inbox. Every single week we send out one email a week that shares these weekly progress updates. Subscribe and help us share this information. We're on all the different social media outlets to make that possible. We report that weekly progress update includes a link to our blog that shares exactly what our all-volunteer team has accomplished within the last week, what every member of our team has done, and what it is that we're doing to move towards this idea of conscious stewardship of our biosphere. That's our weekly progress update blog. Our weekly progress updates share these details. If you're already a subscriber, thank you. We appreciate you. I'm so grateful. But if you're not, get on board. One email a week. A weekly dose of positivity with this video and a link to our weekly progress update. So anytime you want, you can check in and see that there are people hard at work doing this, working towards conscious stewardship of our biosphere and asking nothing in return. This is what we're up to. And we're on all the social media networks to make it as easy as possible to share our work, to help us get the word out there. That's how you can help if you want the easiest way. Like, subscribe, share our work on whatever platform you're on. We're on all of them: Facebook, Twitter, X, Tumblr, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Instagram, all of them. We're on all the different social media networks to make it as easy as possible to share our work. And everything that we're creating is open source and free shared, so you can access it through our website, visit our website, cruise through it. Hundreds of pages at this point. Like I said, hundreds of thousands of hours of work and design so that we can build One Community as a self-replicating model, because it's designed to be easy enough, affordable enough, attractive enough to spread its own as a complete teacher demonstration hub, but also designed to be replicated as individual components. So people can take a piece of what we've done for food, energy, housing, fulfilled living, education, economics, stewardship, whatever it is that you're interested in, dig into the content, take what you like, leave the rest. It's all moving us forward with conscious stewardship of our biosphere. It's all for the highest good of all people in life on this planet, to the best of our ability, and everyone, including you, is invited to participate. And so this is how we're creating a better world for everybody. This is our idea. So stick around for another couple of minutes if you'd like to see bullet points on all the major components of our project. And until next week, we will, of course, keep it on. Thank you for following our progress.
The one community approach to highest good housing is eco-artistic home building that is affordable, sustainable, do-it-yourself duplicable, resource and space efficient, and consists of 7 different sustainably constructed village models. One Community is also creating an open-source duplicable city center. It is designed to be LEED Platinum certified, provide 12 guest rooms, dining for over 150 people, and laundry and recreation space for over 300 people, all while saving money, time, space, and resources. One Community's approach to highest good food is duplicable almost anywhere, scalable for different needs, more biodiverse and nutritious, part of forwarding a global open-source botanical garden collaborative, and includes 9 different free, shared, and duplicable growing environments. One Community's approach to highest good education is designed for all age groups, adaptable to any schooling environment, inspiring and fun for all participants, includes national standards, all subjects, lesson plans, teaching strategies, learning strategies and tools, classroom design, and more. The One Community approach to highest good society is globally focused, individually enriching, cooperative and collaborative, includes a highest good network and application, 4 different economic models, and combines fulfilled living and true earth stewardship for the benefit of all people and all life on this planet.